Oh my God, Diddy got a podcast?
What?
Diddy got a podcast.
What's the tea? What's the vibe? What's the hype? Yeah, we live. Talk a little this, a little bit of that, a little bit of love, a little bit of ratchet. That's Diddy. Go Diddy. Go Diddy. Go Diddy. You a bad bitch. You a savage. Making money is a habit.
All right, so it's DeDe's Dope Podcast, everybody. It's Diddy in the morning. Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm excited. This right here is where you catch a laugh and get the tea. And we about to get the tea with these two. My guest today, there he is. He's a very funny man. He does comedy, did radio for a long time and everything. He's out on the road now. You will see him sometime. With Bill Bellamy, you've just got off the road. Y'all, comedian, Rudy Rush.
Okay.
There he is. You can't drink yet.
Couldn't think of anything else.
All right. Next woman right here, she is a celeb makeup artist. I'm not even going to say everybody whose makeup she has done. But she be on the set of different reality shows and this and that. Didn't you just do one with Shawnee? You did we'll get into that.
She's done my makeup
Bishop
before.
T, yours, celebrity. Y'all
That's
here
up-
she
that's
is.
up there.
Candice Webb.
Candice.
Now, I want everybody to know, DeDe's Dope Podcast. Normally, you know what? I've been telling everybody, we are doing edibles now because we have a sponsor. It's DeDe's Dope Podcast. I'm not saying we do dope, but we're dope. But I do some edibles. But nonetheless, this here, I want y'all to take a shot. Everybody, this right here is some good tequila.
Okay.
Cheers. Let's take it. Down it, Candice. It's smooth, ain't it? Pretty smooth?
I've never tasted a smooth tequila before.
I think that's pretty smooth. Guess who it is?
Because I don't drink it. Who's it?
That is LeBron James.
Oh, that's your guy.
That's my dude. That's LeBron James.
Okay.
That's his brand new tequila. Now, I'm going to tell you something. As much as I love LeBron, and again, I love LeBron James, but on the truth of the truth, guess who got the best tequila to me? The Rock.
Really?
The Rock.
So you know there's a lot of people who have tequila now.
Yeah.
So I think out of the best of the famous people, I think George Clooney's doing the best right now.
Well, I mean, they did well. I mean, because they were kind of the first. And
Kevin Hart has one.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm telling you, if you guys want to try a really good tequila, try The Rock. He's got one.
Okay.
This is Lobos, and that's done
We're
by.
gonna see if my eyes cross.
Y'all want
by.
another one? Would you like another
No, I'm
one?
good actually.
I
I'm
appreciate
100.
Bud. It's really good. Yeah, I'm okay.
My program suggests I don't take
All
another
right.
one.
So listen, I wanted you guys to get on here because I really wanted to talk about. I really wanted to do an end of the year kind of a special and a wrap up of some things that happened, like entertainment stories, and I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on everything. If we go all the way back to the first of the year, anybody remember when the sex tape of Nelly came out? His private parts. Do you remember that? Why'd you have to say it like that? You said, "Oh," because you're sad.
No, it was just like, oh.
Oh, wait, it was sad, huh?
Because the young folks don't understand. Nelly got a husband, Dick. Oh,
Wait a minute. So wait, you actually saw his stuff?
Yes.
yeah. I mean,
Yo, I promise you on everything. Every guy out there has a tape.
Do they?
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Depending on where you at with it, you ain't letting nobody else see it. If you ain't, Nelly shouldn't have done that.
Okay. Well, I can't remember how it came out, but I do know that it somehow was released, a picture of his
Right.
private
Wow.
stuff. And it was, some people said it was a husband. Now, what does that mean, Candice? When people say
it's a level of comfort. It's something you can go ahead and decide that you can live with.
okay, it's,
You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on a second.
Like-
So what do you mean it's comfort?
Because you don't get hauled out. And that's the thing. You need
That's what you,
to be
that,
safe and secure.
so that's what you need to
Nelly
marry.
is who you settle with. That's when you go ahead and
Well,
I'm
what about
good.
the ones that are,
Nick Cannon is what you don't, because you'll never get a husband if you,
mess with Nick?
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you know what? I heard Nick Cannon. The rumor is he's definitely like him, Pete Davidson. Them dudes got the meat.
Oh, I never heard that about Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick got that.
No.
Arby's.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, ladies, that's why I stopped putting my stuff out there because it would have been me you was talking about.
Okay, hold on. If y'all really want to keep it real, Candice, I heard Jay-Z is ridiculous.
I believe that.
And I'm going to tell you
ugly
why.
enough to be.
That, you know who else I used to believe that? KC from Jodeci. I thought God had to bless him somewhere besides that great voice.
Yeah.
No, really.
but this
Mary
what I'm
J.
saying.
Blige stayed with him for years.
I know. But
Mary
that was
looks like she
different.
takes that wood.
This the thing, though. Like, KC be on. If you see him sometimes, you see like people like the security guards toting him around, like on their neck. You ain't got no meat and you on another nigga neck. And I don't care what
Are we
going to
talk about eight ladies' asses next? I mean,
We
just to even
can.
it out.
I mean, we can.
I feel a little uncomfortable.
It's not a lot of.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of real ass left to talk about.
Yeah,
so
now
if
that's
you
true.
want to talk about
Now that's true.
That's
blow up
true.
booty, we can.
Do you like that, Rudy? Blow up booty, as she calls it.
So you know what? It's much like
good name.
back when women were getting fake breasts. You know what I mean? If you went to a good doctor and you got some flexibility and some fellas love to jiggle. If you got the hard round bottom, nah, we not dealing with that.
But if
you got
it jiggles?
if you got the jiggle, the bigger the.
So you want it
yeah.
where it's the fat transferred, so it still feels.
I
real.
want to, like, you know, when the bread come out and you put your fingers in it, you move your hand and the bread just come back to shape. Hey, what's up, Shanti? Yeah.
Rudy, do you smell your bread before you eat it? I'm just checking.
Do I smell what?
Your bread before you eat it.
I thought you said my breath. I said my bad. Oh, damn.
I was like, well,
I
Your
said I brush my
bread,
tongue and
like,
everything.
When you check your bread, do you smell your bread before you eat it?
So listen, I usually do now, but there was one time I was being spontaneous because they told you got to be spontaneous. Let me tell everybody, there's some things you need to prepare for, and she wasn't prepared.
now hold on, I've been there before.
Yeah.
I've been there before. Not prepared. Have you
Yeah.
ever been there, Candice, where it was
At
time to have sex
12 or some
and you were?
shit?
Oh well, I was a grown woman.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't never been grown and not been alright with, you know what
This
I'm
happened
saying?
in my 20s, so you
No.
know.
Even in my 20s. Like, you don't know. What?
Wait, hold on a second. You're always prepared?
I mean, I know how to get prepared. I ain't never scared. is
So
what I'm
nobody ever
saying.
just grabbed you up and just was like, you about to get whatever's coming to you right now.
Yeah,
That's unprepared.
that's unprepared.
Oh, hold up.
You've
like-
been unprepared.
No, it's simple. No, it's a hold up.
Oh,
Give me a second.
No, hold on a second. Hold on. So let me tell you
I ain't
something.
I ain't never gonna. You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Oh, I was unprepared once.
Oh, I ain't.
And I hate that I was unprepared, but I was trying to be unprepared on purpose because I thought if I'm unprepared, I won't do it. I would be embarrassed.
Then let me say this. Now, I done played sick before on a nigga. And that's only because he came out in some red panties.
No.
And
Wait, what?
I ain't had no
He
choice.
had on some red panties.
Listen, I ain't had no choice but to act like my stomach was hurting.
Hold on a second. He had on red panties.
He was older. I was younger.
I was
Okay.
gonna say
If he had
she
to be
dealing
an
with
old-
them dudes that come with a time
Listen.
schedule. Listen, I'm gonna be there at 7:45. At
This what I'm
7:58, I expect to be inside them pants.
They was like puffy in the front.
The red panties.
I was like, is them sad?
Oh, he had on speedos. Yeah,
Like,
old
it was
dudes with
like
rocks
a-
and speedos on.
Right. I was like, what I'm supposed to do with this?
And have the nerve not to shave it. They had the little beady beads on the side.
I ain't never. I played sick. Listen,
He said it was speedos.
it wasn't. It was like the satin panties that be wrapped up in the rolls. It was kind of like the puffy ones, and I was like, what I'm supposed to do with?
Oh,
what I'm supposed to do
Lord.
with?
And
this?
how old was he? And how old were you?
He was.
How
he
many- how
was-
much older
let
than
me say
you?
this. It was a 20+ year difference.
Oh, and you were going for the money?
I mean, I thought I liked older guys until he showed up with the panties on.
So wait a minute. So
didn't
you've had to
know.
do something to get out of sex too, because everybody been there. Now that I'm thinking about it,
No, I've never.
you okay? Shout out
No,
to
no,
the nasty
Right.
ass niglet over here.
No, it's very few times I've said no.
Play sick. I'ma
It's
do what
very
I got
few
to do.
times. Yeah, if somebody asks me to go for it, I'll be like, when? Maybe before I got married? What?
I get it.
I enjoyed myself
I get it. Ooh.
too much.
Look, she waited to get married to say no. Like, what the hell is that?
Now that's dangerous.
So hold on a second. So how long did you mess with this old man?
Oh, not long after that. That was a wrap.
Yeah, that
I
was it.
couldn't
But you
even-
gave him some?
No, not
You didn't
like
give him
I,
none?
I had to play sick. I got out of that.
So you never had sex with the old man who was 20 years older than you?
Not that one.
But you've had sex with older
With
men.
an older, yes.
Is it? How do you like it? How did you like it?
No, let me
was
say
it different?
this. It is. Now, I'm going to say this too. I'm going to throw this out because I don't mind. This is my child in the corner. But this what I'm going to say.
Oh shoot.
He wouldn't be here if it wasn't for stuff like that.
Right, so
But I'm
he's
gonna
a-
say,
yeah.
this is what I try to tell even my boys. They don't understand this about.
How many boys do you have?
I got two.
Two boys. Okay.
And it was an older guy. And if you've never been with an older guy, then you don't know how long they balls get. Now, this is what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Look at Rudy said
It was
that's a
almost-
fact.
Yeah,
For
What?
real, for
Going to,
real.
Their balls
I'm going to
They
counseling
get
for that
long.
right now.
And so that's why the suggestion is to make sure that you are wearing like a boxer brief now. Like back in the day, they didn't really have boxer briefs. It was either boxers or tighty whities.
Right.
And so a lot of these guys start wearing boxers and they just got long. And so old men balls be long.
Really?
But one thing you can say, and ladies out there, you need to know this: when you're a young woman and you want to date an older dude, he gonna make love to you.
Oh, okay.
All that off the ceiling, and like it's a straight, steady love making.
I mean,
It's breaks in between. There's talk. There's conversation.
I
There's
don't
like
know
some
what
hold
old
up
man.
moment.
Right. I'm like, I don't know what old man you been with, but it
Well, I mean,
wasn't no love
what
with
he's
me.
saying-
in the suburbs, in the hood, yeah, you're gonna get dick down.
Okay, hold on. wait, because I'm with. Okay, an older man is gonna make love, right?
Totally.
What are you saying,
He
Candice?
might have
No.
been making love to him. I don't know. For me, that ain't what it was. It
what do
wasn't no love being made. But he did. I mean, let me say this. It was what it needed to be. It was good. But it was his balls was long, and then he had long gray hair. And I was like, why ain't no curls in your hair? Like, wait a minute,
You were down there inspecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had a light on.
Wait, you had a light. That's what you were saying. What? Oh, you inspected before you get down there?
Didn't I just ask Rudy, do he smell his bread before he eat it?
Yeah. So you
And
smell
this
your
is-
bread.
This is literally like, I'm okay with looking. If you're not okay with me looking at you, then we don't need to
So
be
you had the
together.
light on, and you were like, "Let me inspect you."
It's not let me inspect
Okay,
you.
well, hold
I'm
on.
not
You had
gonna
the
do it
okay. Hold
my
on.
doctor.
Do you have
It's
a
just-
candle going, or you had the light
No,
on?
it's light on. It was
Okay.
it really was. I was younger, and it was more so like, okay, that's what's up. I mean, it was like
How long were his balls?
now the balls you don't see, you feel it more than you see it.
Oh, why? They hit you?
Yeah.
They do, and
Yeah,
it
that's what I was
causes-
waiting for.
It's cause and effect. It is, and sometimes like that's what I'm saying. Like it'll give you gas, and you don't realize it. Like that constant hitting, pumping that air in you, like you. Oh, that's gas. You got the fart.
I just got to tell
This is
everybody.
all the information you get from the free clinic.
But that's the thing. If you ain't
The gas from
this the
long
thing.
balls.
You not if somebody might not have told you, and that's the thing. Like if you've never been with an old man and you're not at the old man status
Yeah,
yet,
okay.
you don't understand what you're doing. You don't see this. What I'm saying, like men really do be believing. They be like, "Oh yeah, girl, grip that." Oh, I'm just trying to keep from farting. Like you gonna have to cuff your balls,
All right.
sir.
Now this show was supposed to be about end of the year, and somehow
Nah.
we got on
oh, balls,
on
long
balls, long ball. I'm so
right.
intrigued by you messing with the long bald guy. Now, how long did you mess around with the guy with the
Oh, it
long
wasn't
balls?
long. It wasn't long.
Did
It
you
was
get
brief.
anything from it? Let's be
Long
real.
balls.
Did you get something? I mean, he give you any gifts? He paid for rent? Anything?
Yeah, long
You got
balls.
nothing?
An experience, a moment to share.
So hold up. I'm gonna put it out there for the guys. Ladies got some things going on down there when they get older too. Like that soft leg meat
Oh, y'all
right in the middle of the thighs. I'm like, what is this? And it's discolored. What about that?
That's
Okay.
Listen, now I can give you something to lighten it up. But then you say that you don't like soft leg meat.
No.
No.
Listen, I like nice
Well, then
healthy.
why? Well, then why they be biting on it?
Oh,
If you don't like soft leg meat,
oh!
I personally didn't bite on
I don't-
anything.
I like it. They be biting on the
I
meat.
don't bite it. I just was.
They bite on the meat. They bite on the meat, Candice.
generally, like that's what I thought. That's what it was.
Or the women
for.
who got the stomach, I ain't gotta ask how many kids you got. I can see the lines all on your stomach.
So you don't like no coochie flap.
No, who?
Coochie
No,
flap.
that's what it's called, coochie
It's
flap.
a coochie flap.
Uh,
You don't
Oh,
like
shit.
a coochie flap.
Wait, hold on. The stomach is a coochie flap?
Yeah.
mm.
Oh, I ain't never
Rudy,
heard
now
that.
what you be holding on to then?
I
If
be
you
holding-
ain't got the flap to hold on to, what are you doing?
older ladies got broad shoulders. I can hold it. I can hold their shoulders and be like, I could be like Mr. from Color Purple. Let me finish my business. Let's get through this so we can watch the rest of.
You know what?
Mount up. Okay.
Oh my God! All right, here
Right,
let's
all
talk
right.
about some other things that happened in the year 2022. You guys, let's move on because this is hilarious. I can talk on this some more. But Candice, what did you think of Irv Gotti talking about his relationship with Ashanti years later? He was married. He outed her. What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Were you okay with it? You were. You didn't care. You didn't care.
Not really, because we didn't even care then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even, and I hate to even feel that way,
Yeah.
but we did not. Like, and I'm going to be honest, Ashanti cold-blooded, but ever since she was on, what was that, with the little surprise show they used to do back in the day, and she was really rude in the car, and I was like, oh, I don't like her attitude.
The surprise show. What's the surprise?
What's his name?
Oh, the little joke
Punked.
show? Yeah,
Yeah.
Punked. Yeah.
Oh,
Punked.
damn! You
And
went all
she
the way
was-
back to punk.
And that's what I'm saying. So this is stuff that
You've been
live
holding
with.
on to.
I ain't like the sense. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, I'm going to say
I
this,
ain't like
though.
the sense. She was rude.
No, now I get that.
Ashanti's her stock went up when that Nelly tape came out because I was like, she ain't getting nothing yet. She need to. But Irv, he definitely violated as far as being a man, and we talk to our boys and stuff like that. But being an open forum, he got a little emotional about it.
Okay.
He was in love. It was bad. It was bad. It was a bad look for him. He can't come back from that.
Here's the only thing I have with it, right? I think there were always rumors that the song that Ashanti had out, Foolish, was supposed to be. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
There were rumors that they said it was written about Irv Gotti, who was already married. She knew he was married. And we knew that the song Foolish was supposed to be about him. So she knew he was married. He did what he did. I didn't think he should have talked about it personally. I thought, but
you know what?
Dude, it was so long ago.
Right,
let it go.
right, and nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
It's so hard to get involved in light skin romance.
Not light skin
You know what I'm
romance.
saying? Like, don't nobody be caring about that beige love. Like,
But you
it's
know,
like,
93% of people who work with each other have affairs. Like
Really?
93%
Are you
of people who
serious?
have co-worked has slept with a co-worker.
No, wait a minute. Where you get these percentages?
I know
Remember when
it.
we worked together? Hey y'all, I'm here all week.
we was the 93%.
No, but honestly, a lot of people do sleep with their coworkers. So for them to have that close of a relationship and not something happen, like Wyclef and Lauryn Hill, like something happened there, like the
He was married too,
yeah,
right?
Man,
At the time.
it happens all the time.
Damn, you're right, huh?
Dang.
Shoot. Let me get on my JOB on this job now. I
He
better start
putting
messing
all
with
our
some-
business out there. Dang,
That's
Rudy.
interesting, Rudy. I never knew that. 93%?
I just made it up, but it sounds
Like,
right.
I
Sounded good.
mean, I was
sounded
like, that's a strong
Ain't it?
percentage.
Have you messed around with somebody you work with?
Of course.
See, everybody in this room can say that
Right, but I
they've
ain't
slept
buy
with somebody.
shit,
That's
so
true.
I don't count like that. Like, I ain't buy shit. It don't really, you know, my
Now,
standards
listen,
is
Candice,
different.
I'm going to do like a teacher. Words matter. You cannot say that about yourself. I just said it this morning. I told somebody, I said, I ain't shit, ain't never been shit, never explained,
mean,
never tried to be.
And I ain't never tried to, and I ain't never claimed to be.
Me
And so
either.
This how I feel
So
about
when you see me do some crazy shit, you be like, well, she said.
it. Right. And you know what I live by.
What?
You got a pulse? You got $99? You too can get some action. Like, I don't really have them standards that people expect me to have.
So wait,
Rudy,
let me do the math here. I'm carrying a one. $99. I got you.
Like, literally. That's enough to either
With
get
your
you
son
out
in the
my
room.
driveway.
Hey, wait, hold on. Let
or
me ask
that's
your son.
enough to
You out
get
of town this
somewhere to
weekend?
stay. For the record. We ain't even finna go there. He sleep with a machete under the pillow.
Who, your son?
Okay.
It's real weird.
Okay,
It's odd.
I've seen that movie before.
So y'all don't really care about Ashanti, and then you just
Not
thought
really.
it was like
because it was it's such a snore fest. It was even then, like even everything. She fine, but I think she should just be fine. Like we don't even care.
yeah.
Sorry, Irv.
All right, let me ask you guys another one. Let's talk about something else. DaBaby and DaniLeigh this year.
Oh,
First of all, DaBaby selling tickets. They said BOGO, buy one and get one free.
Man, he jumping on other people's concerts.
Man, I know I saw that. I'm like,
do what you gotta do.
so what did you guys think about him in like his fall off? They said that DaBaby's fall off could be studied in school. Like it was the most amazing fall off we've seen.
It was to
Do
be
you think he's done?
expected. I don't think he's done, but I think he has to realize that the fall off is real. Like he's still like, who fell off? Bro, I ain't fell off nothing. Like,
Yeah, right. I agree.
bet
with
you
that.
have,
I
my
agree.
nigga.
I agree.
You
You
got
got to recalibrate.
Right,
You got to
you gotta
take
eat
a
that
seat.
shit.
You got to sit down and figure some shit out.
I ain't fell
Yeah,
off. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If I
Nah,
sell
I
my
agree.
tickets 2 for $30, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It definitely
Yeah, it does.
does.
Yeah.
Because at this point,
He's got to find an underground audience. There's some artists who do that, but he got to do that.
Okay, what about DaniLeigh? What are your thoughts on her?
when did she get started?
Okay.
Like,
All right, who is
literally,
that?
like, it's
Who are we
cute.
talking
And
about?
that's what I'm saying. Like Here's what I'm saying. We're technically at that point of being elders of the community.
Yeah.
So the children
speak
of
for
the
yourself.
corn don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
She's children of the corn.
she's definitely Malachi and them. All I'm
Okay.
saying is like Danny. I only know her from dancing with Chris Brown.
Okay.
I don't even know. I don't even know the song.
Okay.
really. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
were you team DaBaby or team DaniLeigh when he exposed them this year fighting at home on social media?
Listen, it was very, very unfortunate. It was very unfortunate. But then why are you in this man's house? Girl, you ain't got nowhere to stay.
She went to visit
Golly.
to show him that she wanted him to see the baby. He's the father.
I was a fan of DaBaby when he beat her brother up.
I can't even fake on
He
that.
was like, "Hey, my
Like,
man, I don't know."
Now, see, I didn't. I didn't like it. I'm gonna tell you why.
not?
When they swung him around by his hair, that was a cheap shot. Okay.
awesome.
Now
It
that was something we would
was.
do as women. We gonna grab hair, but when you would do, you ain't supposed to be grabbing hair and slinging him around. Now,
True, but we all know punks jump up to get beat down.
He came to get
Right.
his
So
ass
don't
whooped.
say nothing
Yeah,
to
that
me.
was crazy.
Don't say nothing to me.
no. Okay,
You know
y'all.
what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like West Side Story. You
No,
got
no.
the baby.
I'm gonna
and then
take
you
it either.
got-
I'm gonna take it further. It's like Minister Society. Hey, you know Charlene, homie? How you gonna come and beat up somebody for your sister and you get your ass?
I
whooped?
know it. I know
That's
it.
crazy.
I felt bad for
Yeah,
him.
that's crazy.
Okay, so can DaBaby and DaniLeigh, will they ever make it back? Can they do anything?
No.
Because, see, I say this. I've been telling everybody on the air. I said, here's what we need to do. DaBaby and DaniLeigh should go out on tour together. I think they should do a concert together. And then they come out and perform a song together and laugh and talk about their incident and maybe do a reenactment and joke and laugh. And people will think it's really funny and cool.
That may be something.
Like, nowadays, you have to meet it head on. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I just don't think that it's worth the $30.
Not
For that.
30. Not 30.
Okay, 34.
We back outside.
Like,
It's
what if they do a
60.
song together? What if they do a song and it's like everybody goes, there we go. We want to see them together, not fighting.
Yeah.
No?
I'd rather hear the baby sing, like the real baby, the little baby that they had,
But, oh,
like the little
Okay.
baby. Do something.
can I tell you what's so crazy? Let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask y'all this because you guys are parents.
The little baby.
Speaking of their little baby, is it me or DaniLeigh's little baby look exactly like the daddy?
Oh.
Have y'all noticed that the baby looked just like DaBaby? Have y'all looked at that little
They
baby?
pour some water on it at midnight.
Right.
The only thing is the little baby's just a light-skinned version of this
Wow.
dude. The baby looks just like him in the face. It looks exactly. So here's my question. Candice, you have 2 children. Do they look like the father or do they look like you?
You know.
And then I'm curious, who they look like?
I think my oldest look like me. But he remind me of his daddy. I can't stand either one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know,
it
went
is
deep with
what
that
it
question.
is.
She didn't got sentimental. Well, you know, now that you mentioned it, he remind me of Clive.
Okay,
And the
when
daddy
you look
named
at your
Clive.
child, do you ever see, like your youngest, does he look like his dad?
Ooh.
So when you look at him, do you see his dad every day?
And sometimes it's not what they look like, it's what they do.
Their action.
They act like, ooh.
And he act like his dad? Does he?
Yes. Oh.
And so do you see him all the, I don't have kids, so I don't know. So I'm curious about, like, when you look at him, some days do you go, ugh.
But you know enough to know, like, again, like,
No, I only know I look like my daddy.
you know that on that, but even like nieces, nephew, anybody, you be like, oh, okay. Anytime somebody possess a not about shit trait, when it shows up,
I'm sorry.
it's automatically on the other person.
Tell me about this. It's a not about shit trait.
You don't have to put the A. Not about shit.
Oh,
It's a not about shit trait.
not about shit trait. Okay, I had to figure out how.
When they got them not about shit traits.
So what about you, Rudy? When you look at your daughters, you have 2 daughters.
Yeah, they don't look like their mom.
They look like you?
My youngest looks like exactly like my older sister, and then my oldest looks like me.
Oh, wow.
But cute, I guess.
He said, but cute.
Listen, that little baby, every time I ain't gonna lie, I be like, I do it,
Yeah, she cute.
She like, okay, no.
All right.
No.
Let me ask y'all another question about this year. It's been an interesting year, y'all. It's been an interesting one. Okay, what about Will Smith and the Chris Rock slap?
Listen, I got to mind my business on that.
Look, Rudy's a comedian. I know you've been on the road with Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
All you comedians get backstage and you talk.
Yeah,
what
we
is
talk
everybody
about it.
saying?
So, the whole thing is crazy. Like, even Bill says in a joke, he said, Chris Rock, he slapped him because he was slappable.
He was.
Yo, I've never seen anybody with anybody approaching you,
Listen.
put your hand behind your back. That means you never had one fight in your life, not even with a sibling. You don't allow that to happen because it's not a part of the script.
Yeah. Let's be real, y'all. We civilized. It's the Oscars. If you're Chris Rock, you're not expecting it, right? Do you guys hate Will Smith because of it? Are you still
I
a
don't
fan?
hate him.
Are you still a fan?
I'm still a fan all the way.
Me too.
All the way. Listen, and I this is the unfortunate part about it. Was so many different aspects of that. Yes, he was very slappable. It's just certain niggas you ain't gonna roll up on.
So the only way Chris is past it. He's doing
he is,
really
right.
well.
What about Will? But Will isn't.
Will isn't, and he's out in Everglades and all kinds of stuff, making like pictures of monkeys and all that stuff.
Right.
The only way he could come back, he gonna have to come back and do Training Day 2. He gotta do some evil, like I'm not Will Smith, I'm nasty, I'm rude, and everybody gonna go to the theaters to see Will Smith act like, Wayne Brady in that skit with Dave Chappelle. Like this Wayne Brady bitch, like this Will Smith, he gotta get gully to get his audience back, because he gonna be on hiatus for a minute.
What about if he does Saturday Night Live? Can he do that and come back?
You know what? If Dave Chappelle could do it, if Bill Burr could do it, controversial guys really do well on Saturday Night Live.
And then they can make fun of it.
It would be a ratings boost for them too, and they can make fun of it.
Okay, let me
and
ask
have
another-
Chris Rock as a guest.
That's what I was getting ready to say. If you had Chris Rock as a guest, a surprise guest, that would be
and have them mend that fence,
Right.
that would be dope.
I agree with that. I've been saying I would love to be Will Smith's PR person, and I'm not a PR person, but I kind of am in my mind. And there were so many things that I think they did wrong. Him and Jada. And what do you think of Jada with her Red Table Talk this year? She continued to do. Some people blamed her. Did y'all blame her for that?
Absolutely not. You are responsible for your own actions. I didn't tell you to get up there.
I agree.
And I didn't tell you not to. And I didn't stop you. Because we don't know if they got into it in the car.
Would you have stopped him?
It
See, I
depends.
would've.
And that's what I'm saying. If they got into it in the car right before they got out, we don't be doing. When it comes to couples, it be like, all right, yeah, keep on. I'm going to let you hang your goddamn self.
Right.
And he got up there and hung himself. We don't know.
True.
They could have been beefed out. We don't know.
What's wrong, Rudy?
But you're a grown man, Will.
It's Jada's fault.
No, come on.
Of course.
It's Jada's fault.
course
Let me tell you
it
something.
is.
Let me tell you something. Everybody in this room, and I'm gonna tell you, even as a comic, nobody likes to be the brunt of anybody's joke.
Right.
And for over a year and a half, everybody's been rocking on Will.
No. Hold on a second. It's not been a year and a half. This man has been ridiculed for years.
This woman's talking about her love to Tupac, all of that stuff. And it all came to a bubble, and he just snapped. And Chris Rock was warned, because he said something about her when she tried to, boycott the Oscars before. And they sitting right there. He's like, you've been warned before. Let me go take it to you. And she put him in motion.
Well, see,
I don't think. I mean,
What?
that's on you. Shit. I mean, because, that's what real pimps do. That's on you.
wait, what's on what he did?
Listen, you saw Jada the whole time. And when I say straight up boss bitch status,
She ain't moved even after the slap.
even when he slapped, she was like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
Can I be honest with you? Again, here I am, Miss Amateur PR person. If I were in charge, I would have had them sit down with the two, her and Will, to talk about their relationship with Oprah, somebody, and to try to, because let me tell you why. Jada, your meal ticket is him. Not to say that she's not doing well, right? She's okay. Let's say, okay, how much is Jada Pinkett worth without Will Smith? What do y'all think?
we don't.
Let's say 10 million. But Will is
Stop
worth
it.
300 million.
Stop
Why
it.
am I? What I gotta stop?
But I think
She's worth more.
They all
am
have their
I
own
underselling? Wait, hold on.
separate entities.
He's told me to stop. Am I underselling?
She's worth far less. So let's do this.
You
let's
think
do
less?
Let's do this. Let's take the cast of Girls Night Out. Where does she rank as far as, with no Will Smith, where does she rank with all of those stars in there? And this is before Tiffany Haddish had money. So you had Latifah, what was it, Regina Hall? Her and Queen Latifah are worth more than Jada Pinkett.
Okay, Candice.
Right, but it was a Blackbuster film. We don't really count those.
You did not call it Blackbuster.
Kind of. What I'm saying is, we're not gonna act like Jada hasn't been putting in. Doing
what? Set it off?
I mean, I'm in a bind, Nate.
In Living Color? No, not Living Color. I said in Living Color. I meant to say different world.
It is this is the deal. I think that at some point in your career, you realize, okay, the money is cute.
Okay, but
It's
okay.
quaint.
And what? And you realize what?
But I'm here. I'm here, Lord. I may be black. I may be
So what
ugly.
I'm saying is, when you look up and your investment and your meal ticket is Will Smith to a certain extent, do you really let him go up on stage,
do you think
or do
she
you?
really cares though? Really?
Because now she gets half anyway. They got kids.
Do you really
she's
think
good.
Jada cares?
Nah.
Like, I'm here, baby. I made this.
Yep,
And I
and
don't
she's
care
still
what we'll
doing
do.
good.
And honestly, a lot of times we don't know what women have endured in their marriages. You don't know how long I've
heard.
protected Will and allowed him to be the people's champ. Like, I've sat here and been accused, and I'll take that because that's what we as black women do. We take it.
I agree.
We take it.
Now, in defense, what's wrong,
You
Rudy?
guys hold
Rudy,
out.
because she's saying something that's
We
real.
take
What's
it.
wrong?
It's this women. Can we dig up
We take
Kevin
it.
Samuels, please?
Listen,
Get some
'cause
order around here, because
I'm
this shit is
a
crazy.
Kevin Samuels fan.
Thank you. So act right then, because
However,
right now,
however, comma,
Girl, he said act right.
however, comma,
Uh-huh.
we know that behind every successful black man, there's a black woman.
Yes, it is. Well, no.
thank you. There's some,
No.
there's some
Hold
successful
on.
white women out there.
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
Becky.
I was
Whether
gonna
it's
say.
your mama, your
Now-
auntie, your grandma,
Okay,
whoever made you,
Okay,
it's a
thank you.
black woman.
I was like, please say auntie, grandmama,
Whoever it may
sister,
be.
and cousin.
You may stand next to a
When I look at the
Caucasian
NBA
queen.
and the
Yeah,
NFL,
but guess who made them though? Who
Yeah,
made
but
them
I mean,
though?
yeah.
Who pushed them out?
all right, you're right.
But
But
we
that's
out here Wakanda forever. Forever.
A couple white ladies took some young black men into Jimmy Butler, the dude from the Sandra Bullock in that movie. The
Get
white
outta
people done
here.
say
Get
white
outta
women
here. We ain't
adopt
gonna
me.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
We
Y'all
love
haven't
to
realized
win.
something? They say white women done been here. Hey, shouts out to the Kardashians, too. Let me tell you why they said it ain't a black woman behind that black man. If you looked at the NBA lately, they say the NBA, it stands for National Biracial Association. And nobody saw y'all didn't see that?
Okay, all
Wait,
the top 10 players.
What?
Only
What?
one black is LeBron and KD. KD here from Nigeria. Those are the only two players that got 100% black. Everybody else, Steph, Clay, all of them.
And the ones that were coming in.
Yeah.
The ones that have come in.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, it's a white woman that's standing behind these black men. I was like, go, girl.
Person made them.
Yeah, all right.
Ain't gonna fake.
Let me move on. Talk about some things that happened this year. R.
Right.
Kelly sentenced to 30 years behind bars. What are your thoughts this year in 2022?
Man.
And this a year in review. What were your thoughts on R.
Oh
Kelly?
my goodness.
Were you an R. Kelly fan?
I wish that I got done. Listen to me right now. If R. Kelly pull up in that Jeep right now, I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave this mic right
With
here.
him.
I'm going down there, and he ain't gonna pee on me. I got enough sense to say I'm not gonna shit in that bucket. Okay. Peanuts, that's all we got. I'll call my mama. Fuck that. I'm not. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Peanuts.
I'm just saying the girl was like, we only got fed
They got fed
peanuts.
peanuts.
What I'm saying is, this how y'all gonna play this one?
Do you think he deserves to be locked up and for 30 years?
Let me say this, and I am a big R. Kelly fan. I do not believe that. I think 30 years is a bit excessive. I do believe that. I believe that.
Why? Why you say that?
I mean,
Because he's R. Kelly? Because you're a fan?
No, because the bitch stood outside the courtroom while he was already being tried for the same crime that she claimed he committed. That's like going to Jeffrey Dahmer's house saying, I don't want to be a sandwich, but I'm over here, Jeff. Just don't make me out to be a sandwich,
know.
Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm going to come over, but I don't want to be a
I
sandwich.
want everybody to know when I go and get my makeup done, it takes about 5 hours, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this conversation, we be laughing so hard. It don't take that long, but she be making me laugh. Okay, Rudy, what do you think about R. Kelly?
Nah,
and the
you know
30
what?
years?
I think he deserves some years. Much like anybody else, I feel like if you're gonna give him 30, there should be some people attached to it.
Absolutely.
And
I do
I
agree.
think some of those parents, even some of those young ladies, there was a grown woman. I was 35 and I was tired of get your ass up out of here.
That was willingly.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
literally had
Yeah.
the nerve to say, I was the one you saw in the cage.
Yeah.
But like,
I had just turned it 32
I
and
quit
he
my
had
job to go. And so he
it
told
up.
me it's a bucket you can use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm with you guys on that. I'm with you. I'm an R. Kelly fan. And I looked at it like, I think like you said, Rudy, some of the parents need to be charged. You taking your daughter backstage and this man has been
Grooming.
arrested
That's
for messing
grooming.
with you, groomed, you've allowed it. You
Absolutely.
need somehow you have to be
And then you
take
mad she don't want
responsibility
to
or
come
culpable,
home.
as they would say,
You
huh?
mad she don't want to come
Yeah.
home.
Mm-hmm.
I took her to the concert. We thought it was good.
But you took her backstage to meet this
Yeah,
man.
I mean, we paid extra.
It sounds like the way
to,
the people
you know.
preyed on, some of these families preyed on that we heard about later, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
But the problem is, this is why he deserves more than 30 years, in my opinion.
Okay.
You got away with that joint years ago. It was
Yeah,
like
you
10,
got
you was clean.
Yeah.
Right, but I feel like if he paid, then don't double up on my time.
Nah,
Shit,
he
I
got
ain't
away
paid my
with it,
money.
and there was no problem. He
Hold
kept
on.
doing
It
it.
was different if you wouldn't have took my money, but you took my money and then came back from kick.
Hold on, y'all. You just said what if he would have learned his lesson. I don't know why. I'm going to look at this one. I don't know why black men ain't figured out you can't do the exact same thing. Look at O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson got away with murder, but guess what? They locked his ass up over some paraphernalia, some memorabilia of his.
That's 'cause
Remember
he
his
played-
memorabilia
Right.
from playing football
He
that
played
was his,
himself.
that he stole
Right.
to get back, and they locked him up for 9 years.
Right.
So R. Kelly, if you thought you had this, see, this is what fame does to people. They get so blinded, Kanye. You don't realize you are of a certain hue, and you're
Right.
going to be blamed and held to a different standard. I mean, when you look at Jerry Jones, I keep saying, I talked about this.
Oh,
Jerry
man.
Jones, and a picture comes out, don't nobody say nothing. Kanye just said words.
Well,
there ain't even no proof.
Let's say this. We cannot pretend like, and then this is, they're like, it was like 65 years ago. Clearly, it was about 93 years ago. We got to know that Jerry Jones is about 130 or some shit. What I'm saying is, there is no adults on this. Like, I was honestly expecting Jerry to be at the front of the line. It's not like we're surprised.
No.
Oh my God. It has to be children.
But
that
we're
are
not surprised. But for me, I feel like this. Everybody got mad, and they were like, I can't believe Chase Bank dropped Kanye. I can't believe Nike dropped Kanye. Everybody's all in disbelief. And Kanye went from being a billionaire to just having $400 million as an African-American man, and he just said words. There is proof picture of Jerry Jones, this billionaire, and don't nobody ask for an apology, an explanation.
Right.
Nobody says give to the NAACP. We ain't took an opportunity to make, you
we
need to
won't
hire more
because-
African Americans in the front office. We had an opportunity to get something from Jerry. They said Jerry then went up to the NFL, y'all. I read something where he taught the NFL on how to make more money with marketing and this and that, whatever he does. But they say he ain't created no jobs for black folks, no nothing.
No, what's unfortunate is that Kanye hasn't either. And what we could have done, if we could have held Kanye to those same standards at any point. You want us to root for you, you could have presented and created and maintained and stood by.
He could
and
have went to a black
understood.
bank. People said when they got dropped by Chase, there were black banks he could have gone to, and he didn't.
He did.
Good point.
You go to
But-
Black Bank if you want to. Like, yo, where my money, Clyde? I ain't got that.
Listen.
And let me say
stop.
this. I'm
See,
going
I-
to just say this about Jerry Jones. The thing that saved Jerry Jones in the picture, honestly, was his position and his facial demeanor.
What was his demeanor?
He was about 3 people. He was like 3 lengths back, and his face was like, "What's going on here?" It wasn't like, if he had this, if I swear on everything, Jerry Jones' whole situation would be different. If he was like,
True that.
get
True
up,
that.
get up,
True that. True that.
he would have been under the stadium. But he was like this. Why are we?
Yeah, but hold on a second.
Why are we doing
Y'all
this
can sit
interracial?
there-
Why are we?
Listen.
Hold on. Y'all could be like, oh my God, he's like, whatever. Hold on. If it's 150 people deep, but you still at the front of the line, dude, you still within picture. The black people were like where you are, and Jerry was right where the
Jerry
camera
was
was.
up there like Portia.
Yeah, he drove
Wait,
his
who said that?
Yeah, he drove his big brother. He's like, I didn't know this was what
How
we
did he
were
get
doing.
to the front though?
Because he was trying
chasing-
to break it up.
No, he wasn't.
That's what
He wasn't
gonna
at the
say.
very front. He was like maybe
I was
like
on my way.
6
I was
people
gonna break
back.
that up. There's no
150
way
hold on.
I was gonna let that
If there are
happen.
150 people out there protesting, he's at the front compared
Because
to the.
he was trying to get.
He wasn't at the 149th.
I know that one day these guys are gonna make a difference for
And make
me. So
He was like, wait a minute, why are we doing this? They're
I'm
athletic
trying
up
to
front.
come show them.
I'm gonna say this: anybody who has their mouth open in the melee does not know what's going on. He was like,
First of all, whoever says melee.
he was like this. If he was like this, problem.
I still say we lost an opportunity to make some money and get somebody some positions.
We did.
That's
It
true.
wasn't-
Now, that's
wasn't
true.
Gonna happen.
We lost an
Wasn't
opportunity,
gonna happen.
and I hate that we lost the opportunity. This man's a billionaire. We could have
Okay.
gotten us some money.
We wasn't gonna.
But we can't get mad at other races who stand together and who will
Right.
say things like, we demand an apology, we demand what the Jewish community did to Kanye and Kyrie. We can never say another. I don't never want black people to say nothing else because we let Jerry Jones skate by.
Yeah.
Sorry. We have
Right.
proof. You will see pictures of people who were guards at a Nazi at a concentration camp or whatever, And he may be saying, and one of them even pleaded one time saying, listen, I was in the Army and this is where they stationed me. And they said, so you still got to go to jail. You still, because we didn't do that.
But
y'all.
you know, we can't. It ain't nothing we can do about cowboy. My aunt is still to this day got an Emmitt Smith jersey she be putting on.
Yeah, see, football.
It looked like somebody hand stitched it.
Yeah, we ain't got no unity.
She got the. We ain't finna. We know, baby. Don't nobody talk about no cowboys.
Speaking of unity, then what did you think this year of Black Lives Matter and what we saw this year and the fraud of it all? Thoughts?
I wanted to be down with that. I like, we got a $6 million house, baby. Come out.
That woman didn't she? Why we do this, y'all? Why, when we get a position of power, we abuse it? Why?
Because that's the way of the country. We see so many other groups abusing
you're right.
their
Donald
power.
Trump abused his.
Yeah, and we just try to follow suit, but we don't
Right.
understand. They're going to catch us and use us as the example of what not to do while they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's really the
It's
deal.
in our blood.
And you could be upset with them, but you can't be upset if you knew all of the other things that were going on the other side.
And it really doesn't mean that they didn't fight for something, right? It just means that my house meant more to me.
Yeah. I said don't hurt them. This money, they don't need this money.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, if anybody ever went to a HBCU, you know how it go.
Okay. All right. I didn't go to HBCU. I didn't know.
You know you're not finna get your refund check until after it's too late to drop. That's why folks don't fool with HBCUs. Because you ain't going to get your check soon enough. See, that's why people who go to school for check, you know you got to go to school early on so you can go and get your refund and then drop.
All right. Let me ask you all this. This is the final one, though, as we talk about the year in review. Can we please talk about Diddy and Carisha?
Ugh.
Is it real? You like it? Look, why you go, Rudy, what?
No, it's not. It's
What?
just like, okay, Diddy needs to stay relevant. I'm with him on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he already had his phase with what's the young lady name?
What's her name?
That couldn't sing.
Yeah, Cassie.
Cassie, I'm
That's
sorry.
Nice.
He always grabs a young.
Cassie loves DeDe's dope podcast. Thanks. You just offended her.
No, my bad. I like Cassie.
Yikes.
I'm just saying that he used her to get himself out in the public eye a little bit more. The name change. Yeah. Diddy always grabs a young chick that's kind of hot to keep himself in the mix. And he a Harlem cat, so I love him. But at the same time, that's what he doing. Older dudes that want to be in the limelight, that's what they do.
You mean like Mr. Biggs?
Basically.
Y'all remember he married that little young girl that was in that group? What was it? Wasn't it a group that R. Kelly did, or was it Changing Face? I can't remember their names.
He was dating one of them.
Don't you fix your lips to talk about
Who?
Mr. B.
You like Ronald
She
Ives?
just talk about she like long
Oh,
balls.
that's right.
How you doing, Mr. B?
Okay, so what do you think about Carisha and Diddy?
I think it's just
You think
fun.
it's real?
I
You think it's real?
I think it's what she said. I think it's fun.
You think it's real?
When you say real, what do you mean?
Like a real relationship?
Like
They really like in a relationship?
I think they are having fun. Like she said, is I'm fun? Is I'm fun?
You're always going to have
funnest.
somebody fun with someone who, people.
Is a billionaire?
Now, when you got a difference in age, men or women, you're going to have fun with the other person because you're exposing to somebody, and then you can see the excitement in somebody. Sometimes you get two people at the same age, they'll hit it off. But at the same time, you get an older woman with a younger man, he's excited about all of the nuances and what she's showing him. And the same thing with an old, like your son is what? Your husband.
Son?
Your husband, I mean.
Now wait a minute. Now
I meant to say your husband.
I'm not. Let's move on because you get ready. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, before y'all get up out of here, the last thing, let's talk about 2022. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we missed that you think about 2022? What are you thinking? Any thoughts on 2022, Candice? Like, what has it been for you? You like it? Was it good?
It's all right. It wasn't as good as like 2021 when the PPP money was flowing and shit. It's like it'll do. It'll do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nothing like, you know what I'm saying?
You want your PPP money?
I want, like, even the mask and shit, like the mystery behind the mask and the scary shit, and you rolling up on it with a mask
like that?
on.
You like that
and
whole
you
thing
don't know
with the
what
mask?
it look like and mess around. You ain't got no tooth like me or some shit. And you be like, oh, surprise. Like, you know what I mean? It's like now, it's like,
Yeah, it's just a regular old year, right? Nothing exciting. What about you, Rudy? Anything in 2022 that you want?
Nah, this is the official, full open.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? It was a full open year. You can kind
I
of
want
be out
more
and about.
confetti or some shit. You know?
I got to be honest with you. I wanted more. I wanted more of the. See, I'm a conspiracy theorist, And I love watching The Walking Dead, any kind of movies like that. I love all of that. And I was just waiting on the zombies after we wore the mask. I was like, where's the excitement of the zombies and all that kind of stuff? No?
I'm just mad I spent thousands of dollars to find out what a narcissist is. All I had to do was look at TikTok.
What happened? You went to therapy?
Who didn't?
I didn't. I already know I messed up. Hey, I saw producer White Gary goes. White Gary says that all the time. He knows. Gary, what is it? You know you're messed up?
Yeah, I don't need to pay nobody to tell me.
He said he'll leave nobody. Yeah. No, I didn't go, Rudy. I went to therapy a long time ago, but
get a TikTok account. You'll be fine because they got all the answers.
What do you mean?
Now TikTok can tell you what you are, what your lover is, everything.
Right. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah. Do you guys believe that China's spying on us with TikTok? That's the new thing in 2022 is they're trying to get rid of it again.
I mean, you don't have to spy. We're pretty
bland.
stupid.
Yeah,
right?
we just want to dance and
that shit out there.
we want to dance.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it?
That's it.
That's it?
Have you done them? You do any dances or anything?
No.
You, Rudy?
I just dance.
She does
I
dance
for
on
free.
it.
I dance for free, though.
Okay.
I don't dance on TikTok. I
okay.
dance for, you catch me, in it.
Right. You'll just dance. All right. Well,
That's it.
I have to have you guys back because we got to talk more about the rest. There's a bunch more on my list. Look at my scroll.
It is a
There's a
long
bunch
list.
on my
And then
list.
you got bubble writing. I didn't know you wrote in bubble letters. They used to say back in the day, hoes that wrote in bubble letters was loose. Friendly.
Oh, that's extreme. That's extremely
remember
loose.
how
Then.
people used to be like
And she fucking everybody with that paper because
with them bubble letters like that
those
shit is
heavy
a rare
bubble. Those heavy bubble
art
letters
form.
on
Hold
that.
on a second. I have never heard that. Girls with bubble letters
Like
back in
who
the
wrote
day.
in bubble? Like for real?
Now
like,
that you
that's a
mention
rare
it, all my
art
hoes,
form.
all the hoes I had wrote in bubble letters.
Who sent you a letter? For real, like bubble letters is a real thing from the 80s and shit. Like
Oh, shoot.
when you write your letters. And
That's when she was in her prime.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
She was AI in the 80s. Her crossover was sick. Like,
it's bubble.
Okay. Let everybody know how to follow you. Candice, how do they follow you if they want? Because Candice is exclusively my makeup artist, y'all. Let them know how to follow you.
You can find me on Instagram at Candice_Webb. That's CANDICE
_Webb, two B's.
2 B's, right?
Candice Webb. Rudy, let them know how to follow you online.
you can follow me at Rudy Rush on everything.
All right.
At Rudy Rush.
Excuse me.
This is.
That's how you know folks be old school. They use their real name.
I'll have you writing in bubble.
Let's have another shot. We gotta do another show. Guess what the other show is? Y'all gonna come on and we're gonna take gummies at the end of the year
Oh,
for
Lord.
our New Year's show. You have to. Y'all gonna do it? You ready?
I mean, you mean real? Like
Real?
Not apple cider vinegar gummies?
No, real.
Yeah, no. I
No,
don't know about that.
CBD,
I
Delta
can't-
8. I
don't even know what that is.
I only keep you mindfully elevated.
I'm
That's the
scared of
sponsor.
drugs.
Really? No, it's over the counter. It is strictly real. It's over the counter. I do no illegal
Right.
drugs. I'm not into
What's
illegal.
illegal drugs? Like
Any-
meth?
All of it. I only do what I can buy over the counter at a smoke shop.
Got
Next
it.
thing you know, you over the counter. What am I doing?
You over the counter?
I be feeling like edibles and stuff be like an elevator. Like you just gotta stop where it stop you.
That's what I just. Yeah. That's what I'm-
Alcohol be like stairs. I could see how
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
I done
mindfully
came and
elevated
how
to
much
get you-
further I got to
It'll
go.
get you elevated. So, all right, the next one, you guys are coming back for our end of the year, and we're gonna let everybody see what it's like to drink and to take an edible live on the podcast. What y'all say?
Absolutely not.
Come on, Candice. All right, I'm gonna talk her into it, everybody. Listen,
Yeah,
make
there
sure
you
you
go.
listen every single week. DeDe's Dope Podcast. Listen to me on the morning show. Dede in the morning from 5 to 10. Everybody, talk to you next week. DeDe's Dope Podcast. Bye. Thank you, guys.
What's the tea? What's the vibe? What's the hype? Yeah, we live. Talk a little this, a little bit of that, a little bit of love, a little bit of ratchet. That's Dede. Go Dede. Go Dede. Go Dede. You a bad bitch. You a savage. Making money is a habit. Ow.